If you are using AI to write code, you probably heard of Cursor and GitHub Copilot, but which one is actually better? Instead of just comparing their features list, I'm going to open both platforms, give them the exact same coding task, and compare the results. So let's start with Cursor. What is the Cursor's dashboard? Cursor is an AI-powered code editor designed around the AI assistant development. I can create or open a project and then interact with the AI directly inside the editor. One of the main features I want to test is the agent. Instead of asking the AI to write one small piece of code, I can give it a complete task and let it work through the project. So let's give Cursor a real test. I'm going to use this exact prompt. Build a modern responsive landing page for an AI productivity app called Focus Flow. Include a navigation bar, a hero section with a headline and call to action button, a 3-feature section, a pricing section with free plans, and a footer. Use a clean modern design with smooth hover effects, responsive layouts, and a professional SaaS look. Keep the code organized and make sure the page works on both desktop and mobile. And I'm going to give GitHub Copilot this exact same prompt later. No changes so the test stays fair. Now let's paste the prompt into Cursor's agent. Cursor starts by analyzing the request and then begins creating the project. I can see it creating and editing the files needed for the website instead of just giving me a block of code to copy and paste. It can also work across multiple files and make changes directly inside the project. Now let's go and see the result. Here is the landing page Cursor created. We have the navigation, hero section, features, pricing, and footer. Now I'm going to open it in the browser and test it. I'm checking how the page looks, whether the section works correctly, and whether the layout responds properly when I make the screen smaller. But I'm also checking the actual code. A website can look good and still have messy or broken code, so I'm checking both the final result and how the project was built. Now let's move to GitHub Copilot. This is the GitHub dashboard. GitHub Copilot is integrated into the GitHub ecosystem and also works inside popular coding environments. I'll start with the GitHub side, create or open the project, and then use Copilot to work on it. And now I'm giving Copilot the same exact prompt. Again, build a modern responsive landing page for an AI productivity app called Focus Flow, and everything stays as it was before. I won't change anything from the text. Now let's see how Copilot handles it. Copilot starts working through the project and generating the code needed for the landing page. And now we have the second results. I'll open the website and test it exactly the same way. First, the visual design, then the structure of the code, then the desktop layout, and then finally the mobile version. So what are we actually comparing? First, how quickly each tool completes the task. Second, how accurate the generated code is. Third, how much manual correction I needed to do. And fourth, the final result, including the design, responsiveness, functionality. And this is where I think the biggest difference becomes clear. Cursor feels like AI-first coding environment, and the agent is built directly into the editor, so I can give it a larger task and let it work through the project with me. GitHub Copilot feels more connected to the wider GitHub development workflow, and if you're already working with GitHub repositories, issues, branches, and pool of requests, that integration can be a major advantage. So which one wins? For this test, Cursor is my choice for the overall AI coding experience. It feels very focused on letting the AI work directly inside a project, especially when I'm building and modifying something from scratch. But if your entire development workflow is already based around GitHub, Copilot is a very strong option because the AI fits naturally into that ecosystem. So that'll be all for today's video. Make sure you subscribe and thank you for watching AI Community, and I'll see you in the next one.